Hey everyone, Nick and Dad the Prof here. I am literally chilling out on the back lawn here, and it's mid February. Central Texas has got chill on, and it's coming up on Valentine's Day. And this, of course, is a time when we celebrate love that we have for other people. Usually it's significant others, our boyfriend, our girlfriend, our partner, our spouse. And I'm a reflective person, and I was just thinking about all the different forms love can take, and what is love all about? And certainly, like on Valentine's Day, we can think of love being expressed as chocolates, flowers, a card, a hug and a kiss, um, and all those things are part of love. Certainly, we can draw on principles from millennia ago about love being patient, love being kind, love not hurting. And all those are true. And for right now, though, I'm thinking about like, what are some of the things that I do for my wife, for my kids, because I love them. And some of those are pretty obvious. We give hugs and kisses, we give praise. My son came home from school, and he told us about a quiz that he had that he wished that he'd done a little bit better on. He did quite well, but it wasn't up to his standards. Bless his heart. But we said, "You're doing great. Hang in there. You're just hey, you can't win them all. No one bats 1,000, and it's okay. We love you. We love you no matter what. Nothing can change that." And I was also thinking too about those things that love is all about, but also what are some other ways that we show love, and some of the ways beyond those things that are obvious that I show love to my wife and my kids is through doing the dishes. It's a labor of love, doing the laundry, cleaning messes up. Our dog decided to go ahead and take matters into her own hands in the living room a little bit ago. And you know what? I don't really think of love when I'm cleaning up messes, but it's kind of a labor of love. I mean, if nothing else, I've told myself, if I don't see some of these things that I do because I have to and they're not fun as some kind of loving gesture, then I'm going to be crotchety and mad while I'm doing it, and I just can't do things that way. I can't do life that way, where I'm angry and upset all the time. So I tell myself it's a labor of love that I'm doing, and sure, I'll groan and go, the whole time, perhaps, but it's a labor of love that I'm doing it for. So I think another part of love that we don't think about a whole lot is showing love, holding people accountable sometimes. I know that if I messed up and did something wrong, I would want someone to love me enough to say, "Hey, Nick, what you did over here really concerned me. And this is the reason why I'm going to bring it up, because I care about you and because I love you. And I owe it to you to be honest with you." Like, that's love also. And sometimes, therefore, love can be bold. Love requires courage, and sometimes there's definitely going to be vulnerability when love is involved too. Certainly, if you go back to a relationship and you ask yourself that question, who's going to say the L word first? If you say it first, you make yourself vulnerable. You put yourself out there, but it's worth it. Obviously, you hope the person that you're saying it to reciprocates. If not, it's kind of weird. But that's just the way it works sometimes. So sometimes love is tough. Sometimes it's easy. And so I just wanted to share some of those thoughts, but there's a lot of things that I do because I love, and some of them are obvious, and others of them require a little bit of explanation. I have a wonderful former colleague who I'm still in contact with via social media. And one time I was speaking with him and we were talking about service, I think. And he said that his grandmother, I believe his grandmother, once had told him what a blessing it was that she had dishes to do. And I thought, I'm a bit dense. I don't understand the point of this one. Can you fill me in? And he kind of chuckled and he said, well, what she was getting at was it's a blessing for her to have a family that has food that can be prepared and placed on those dishes, prepared in the pots and pans, eaten off of forks and spoons. And the blessing is in that. The dishes are a byproduct of that blessing. And doing the dishes, so this is my take on it, going a little bit further. Doing the dishes is kind of like a labor of love. I do this because I love my family. I do this for their welfare. I do this because if I can alleviate someone else from doing this, then that's good enough for me. So anyway, just some musings about love since Valentine's Day is coming up quickly here. And what are some ways that you show love to other people? Maybe love is being quiet and just listening. If someone is telling you something about their day, you don't have to interject your own stuff. Just listen. Just listen. A lot of times, that's loving in its own way. Just be a listening ear. Be a smile. Be a kind statement for somebody else. These are some of the ways that we show love. Okay. So what are some of the ways that you show love? One way that my wife and I are going to show love to one of our kids this afternoon is we're going to go to baseball practice. I'm sitting out here and I would say it's probably maybe 42, 43 degrees, at least with the wind chill. That's how it feels. It's pretty cold. We love our children enough to make sure that he's bundled up so that when he goes out to baseball practice in a little bit and we'll sit out there with him, that he's as comfortable as can be, and so that he's enjoying himself with his friends in baseball, developing a skill set and having a good time. So anyway, just a little bit about love, a little bit of a different take on love. Certainly there's room for Romeo and Juliet and romance and Cupid and all those wonderful things. Diamonds and jewelry, I suppose, flowers and chocolates, yeah, all the romantic things. But love also is right down, day in and day out, minute in and minute out, how we treat people, how we speak with them, how we respect them. And that goes a long way as well. And it's in everything we do, if you think about it. Anyway, just some musings. I'd love to hear your comments. Please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you along for the ride. And I wish you the best today and all days. Take care.